Welcome back everybody to the channel. I'm Mr. Carnage, and this video is just kind of an update to some of the stuff that I've been talking about. And I told you guys I wouldn't make a video unless there was something important to say. So the first part of this video is about the economy on the rebound, because I've gotten some questions about that. So I've looked at the numbers. They always come out on Tuesday for some reason. I don't know why. But so just as I said before, most of the job growth that we've seen are holiday jobs. A lot of them are what we call influx jobs. So those jobs really don't play a role in how the economy itself rebounds, because people use that money for holidays. So we're not going to see that money spent, obviously, until it gets closer to Christmas. So always, every year, between November and December, our economy hits a high because everybody's buying gifts, right? So people that I've talked to, they don't seem to understand how that works. So I'm going to just break that down real quick. So when you have a job, you're helping the economy, not because you're working at the job, but because you're getting a paycheck and then using that money on goods and services. Okay? So it directly helps the economy better when you buy TVs from Don's TV store than when you buy them from Walmart. Okay? Sure, you're giving Walmart money. They use that money to hire employees, but big corporations, they have a quota. So if one store is making $3 million a day and another store is only making $500,000 a day, the store that's doing better organically has more employees because they need those employees to handle the demand of customers. But that's all big corporations are. See, when you do it with small business like Dan's TV store, and everybody starts shopping at Dan's and buying TVs from him, yes, they're more expensive, but he turns around and hires people to handle the demand, right? So you're basically making it to where you're paying an American company, American workers, for, the goods and services, versus a corporation like Walmart, where 99% of their products are from overseas. So you're actually helping our economy a little bit, but you're helping whoever's economy sent us those goods. Okay? So that's how that works. So those jobs don't directly affect the economy because they're using that money a lot of times and just turning around and buying goods at Walmart when they take that job. So a lot of people do. So it doesn't help the economy as much. And that's just the truth, because looking at the numbers, good paying jobs, high-end jobs are actually down this week compared to the week before, and even the week before that. So you're starting to see another slide. And that could be for two reasons. One, the stock markets are down a bit, and when for some reason companies see that, they get scared, right? They don't have confidence in hiring people, so they don't hire people. That's part of it. The other part is, with the flu season coming up on top of COVID as it already is, a lot of places are kind of scared. So they're kind of on a hiring freeze because they're like, let's see how this plays out. I don't want to hire a new person and the next month have to be like, well, we're going to have to do something or go completely remote, things like that. So a lot of companies right now are in a limbo, so to speak. So we'll see as the months progress how that ends up playing a role. And then the other thing was that, so late last night, the Speaker of the House said that nobody's leaving on vacation until they get a package done, signed, and it's a done deal. Why that's a big deal now is it's indicating what I've been saying all along, is that they've held their position out as long as possible on both sides. And now that they're seeing the poll numbers really starting to get closer to the election and seeing that, yeah, they're not as good as we thought they were. And there's a bunch of news talking about the exact same thing, but they do it in a way where it doesn't seem like it's a big deal to these parties, but it is. They don't want to lose one seat that they already have. Okay, so they don't. They really don't. But when the poll numbers come out and they see where the American people are actually feeling and thinking, and they're seeing those polls for the other side, they're like, whoa, okay, hold on, wait a minute, what's going on? And then you have experts, right? Political experts, economic experts telling these politicians, look, this is why your numbers are down. You're going to have to do something and get it done. So both sides are seeing their polls not that great. I've looked at every single one of them. So both of them are now on their heels. So I said in another video I wouldn't expect any help before the election. Well, now that I saw the polls for this week, I'm actually changing my stance on that. I think we're going to see some form of deal done within the next week or two. Two reasons. One, like I said, their polls are shit right now. Two, they want to get the hell out of there now that they're at a standstill. They want to get out of there. They want to get to, the campaign trail. And they need to worry about their elections, and they don't want to be sitting here getting called in every other day like, hey, we might have a deal. They just want to get it done and out of their way. And you would have thought that they would have thought about this months ago, right? Waiting until the very last minute to do it and then scrambling around to get something done is never a good way to do things, because either side could sign off on something that they really didn't want. They just want to get it done to get out. So that's not good legislation at all. That's rushed legislation. And if you look through history, rushed legislation leads to problems. It just does. So I would expect at this point now something to probably be done within the next week or two. I wouldn't be surprised if you heard a vote is going to the floor next week by Tuesday, Wednesday. I wouldn't be surprised at this point. So does that mean we're going to get something good? I couldn't tell you. If they're going based on the bill that was presented yesterday, the $1.5 trillion, and all it is stimulus, protections, extra unemployment, those things, then yeah, the American people may come out of this on top. Hopefully. But that bill, they're going to take a few days, maybe a week, and they're each going to nitpick, and they're going to fight about it a little bit, and they're going to, see how far they can get with the other side before they're like, all right, I don't want to fuck with this anymore. Let's just pass it, get it out of our way. So we'll see if it's going to end up passing just the way it is now. Great, because that's what the bill should have been to begin with. Help protections for the American people, small business, so small business can start hiring more people for the Christmas season to help people and the economy out. That's what we need. We don't need small business being like, I don't know what I'm going to do, I'm scared, and not doing anything, and even shutting down. That does not help the economy. That doesn't help jobs. That doesn't help people who then lose everything and they have to go on unemployment anyways. That doesn't help any of that. Besides, money doesn't grow on trees. Okay, so we need a stimulus to help put confidence back in the American economy so people are spending money and they are hiring. Okay, that is really what we need to do. When our economy is completely scared and they're like, I don't know what I'm going to do, that doesn't help us. It's getting worse. So if you look at the sales numbers from last month to this month, huge dramatic freaking drop off. I know 11% doesn't seem like a lot, but you're talking about millions of dollars at this point. And all of that lost tax revenue, So it's a big deal. It is a very big deal. So I'm glad that they're finally focused on just getting this done. They should have done something back in May. They should have at least had something in June. July was too late. August was fucking ridiculous. September is unacceptable. That's facts. just the way it is. So that is pretty much what this video is about, just the update to those two things. I do have another video coming out where I do talk about jobs, and because I get weird questions like, well, I thought the oil industry actually played a role in jobs. Where the fuck did you figure this out? Like, who told you this? Like, the oil industry has nothing to do with job creation except in the oil industry. That, yeah, I don't know. But weird questions from people, which makes me wonder why people, they have an opinion about something and they're mad about something, but they don't understand what they're mad about. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. So that's what the video I'm dropping later is about. So I'll explain all of that. In the meantime, let's hope that this gets done. Let's hope that our economy bounces back. Let's hope people start getting back to work. And hopefully the flu season on top of COVID doesn't prove to be a really bad obstacle. I'm really hoping that that's not the case. So if you liked the video, go ahead and hit like. If you want more, please subscribe and hit the notification button. We will see you guys on the next video.